Okay, so listen, really what it boils down to is that there is not going to be that's why a lot of people don't give you step A, step B, step C, step D, and so on and so forth, because there's so many variables in there that it's almost impossible. Now, science is different, okay? Science is exact. When we have mathematics and we have, the periodic table and the elements and how those all interact with different elements and temperatures and gases and expansion and contraction and stuff. Those are exact sciences. Those are nailed down to the millionth or billionth or even more. Okay, so those are completely different. But when it actually comes to dealing with people on any level, it does not matter which level it is. It's going to be very difficult. Okay, because we all have different ideas, different things, whatever. So there's no way to someone to sell you something and say, okay, well, step one, you do this. In general, yes, that's what you should do. In the general sense, step one is somewhere in this vicinity. Step two is somewhere in this vicinity. How you go about doing it, okay, and how you perceive what it is that they're trying to tell you about doing this. Right, is going to be how you interpret it, how you go about doing it, how much how you feel about it, how much time you have, how much money you have, how much brainstorming you have, how much are you thinking about it, what you're thinking about it, how you're thinking about it. The list goes on. It goes on and on and on. So that's why, in general, sales, okay, for one, and a lot of courses and other things are very difficult in a lot of senses because there's so many variables. So it's very difficult to try to nail it down to a T and say, if everyone could just follow the same exact procedure, you're guaranteed boom. And within life, it's just not like that. So that's why you're going to find out that a lot of things, especially online, or even starting a business of your own, maybe brick and mortar, which I don't recommend, is going to be very difficult because there's so many variables. I wish there was a clear-cut way, but if you started reading more and figuring out your own special way of doing things, it'll become clear. Now, there are some things that you should take into consideration when you're actually brainstorming and coming up with these ideas, and then there's some steps you can take along the way that's going to help you succeed as time goes on. And one of those things that you, excuse me, can do is trying to think clearly about the job at hand, so to speak. Okay, you have to go into it with a clear mind. If your life is chaotic and your life is full of stress, you need to try to eliminate those chaotic moments and stress. We need to get those down to a minimal level so that way you can focus, okay? Focus on what it is that you're trying to do. Now, if you already have a lot of time and money and stuff, and you're trying to figure stuff out, maybe what it is just lack of motivation at that point, because you're kind of already set and rolling. So, either way, what I want you to take away from this is, reading books, learning is probably the most valuable thing, and YouTube and the internet is the best way to go about learning how you can actually do things, how you can expand things and stuff like that. The second thing that's very important that you need to be aware of is you need to be taking action, okay? And when I mean taking action, it's going to be, doing YouTube videos like this one. B, working on your website. C, doing research and stuff with, whatever it is that you're trying to get out to the world, okay? Reading, you're going to have to do reading. That's just part of it. If you're not a big reader, it's going to be difficult. Because you need to be able to read things in order to get your mind in a certain position so that way you can brainstorm and get new ideas coming in. There's a lot of things that once you perfect, you're going to say, oh, well, you know what? I can see that now. Oh, or that's working. That's good. So as time progresses, you're going to find out that the more that you keep your life at a decent pace, and you're doing the things that are required, to be successful, so to speak, reading and getting a nice clear mindset, and not being negative and stuff like that, is in the long run is going to help you. And so as time progresses, you'll find out that you'll be getting more than not getting anything at all, and things will change for your favor. So that's what I want you to get out of this video. Like and subscribe. We'll see you later.